I'm Dwight Rogers, and I'll be teaching a 6-week course about the understanding of the ancient Greeks about their gods. The early Greek historian Herodotus, who died around 425 before the Common Era, wrote that the understanding of the major gods of the Greeks before his time was based on the work of the poets Homer and Hesiod. The first part of the course will explore the most important religious practices of these Greeks of the so-called classical era. The second week will review the Olympian gods and those gods close to them, and the rest of the course will then delve into the Iliad, the Odyssey, and the Theogony of Hesiod, which are the suggested course readings. After Herodotus, that is, during the 4th century before the Common Era, scholars believe the view of many educated Greeks toward the traditional understanding of the gods began to change with the work of Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle, among others, and with ideas imported from the East after the conquests of Alexander the Great in the late 4th century, gaining wide circulation. You probably remember that the Romans had gods similar to the Greeks: Olympians, city gods, river gods, gods of the household and of the hearth, and heroes who are often children of gods and immortal. We know that as late as the early 4th century of the Common Era, the Emperor Diocletian wanted to eliminate Christianity from the empire because he and his aristocracy thought denial of the traditional gods was causing divine displeasure. But clearly in classical Greece, there was no alternative to the commonly held view of the gods. After the classical period, Judaism, Zoroastrianism, and later Christianity raised questions and concerns which challenged the classical Greek view, grounded in Homer and Hesiod. I'll be illustrating the course with some relevant artwork, particularly vase painting depicting scenes from Homer. The history of every religious practice and outlook records times of significant change. This course looks at Greek classical period religious practice and outlook before the challenges of the 4th century and beyond. In other words, at Greek religion before philosophy and non-Greek religious practices began to disturb the Homeric understanding. The course meets on 6 Fridays from 10 to 11:30 from March 4th till April 8th, and is currently scheduled to be in person at George Mason University building on Fairfax Drive. The gods be willing. I hope you can join us. Thank you.